You were a great player in high school, had a chance to go to one of the premier institutions in the country, win a national championship, and now you're kind of helping shape and form the sport. So you were just elected, or you've been on the board for the National Football Foundation?
I joined the National Football Foundation board of directors in 2013.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I've been on the board for quite some time.
Okay.
And that was a labor of love for me out of my service on the Sugar Bowl. I was on the Sugar Bowl committee for 26 years.
And you're also president, correct?
I'm now past president, but yes, I was president and chairman of the board of the All-State of the Sugar Bowl committee. But the Football Foundation is how I was able to stay connected to the sport that I love and do so in a meaningful way from the brand of the sport, from Little League up to the NFL, because, Commissioner Goodell, a handful of NFL owners, a lot of athletic directors and commissioners, former players, Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, Lynn Swann, they serve on this National Football Foundation as well. And firsthand, the National Football Foundation elects the College Football Hall of Fame. And that's just, for me, was a way to give back to the sport that so profoundly, impacted and influenced my life and yours. And I think most recently, they did a Black History. I don't want to call it a Black History celebration because it doesn't really speak to what they were attempting to do, but they asked a number of us to be profiled. Tom Gatewood, was it Tom Gatewood?
Yep.
Yeah, Tom's now a new member of the board, but they asked us if we'd allow ourselves to be profiled as part of Black History Month celebration and to be interviewed along the way. And I had an opportunity to participate in that. And it was an interesting engagement and gave me cause to pause and reflect, on a lot of things. And so for those who've not seen it, and might be interested in it, we covered a few topics in a relatively short period of time, but it was a lot of fun. But I've truly enjoyed the National Football Foundation service.
And what are the new members? Christopher, how is he a new member or?
Yes, he's a new board member, Chris. Yeah.
Now,
Air Force guy.
Yeah, I was going to say because now this dude, he actually was the first. What is it? What award did he get? It's the academic award that they had at the time.
Was it the Campbell Award that he got?
Yes. Yeah. So he was the first winner of that. And this dude, you want to talk about a cool basic. At one of the events, I went up to him and was like, there's a long line. And I was like, hey, it was at one of the events. I think they were honoring him again or something like that. And I was like, hey, you don't remember me? My name is Chris Zorich. He was like, wait a minute. Yeah, dude, I've been in the Air Force. So we went on back and forth. Great guy. President Robert Morris. I mean, this is an individual who literally they broke the Rhodes Scholar. What? I mean, and then he talks a story about hitting on a plane. Man, this guy, and I'm so encouraged because there's individuals like yourself, individuals like Chris, who, because this is a very challenging time for football, right? I mean, you got all these soccer moms like, absolutely not, the kid's not playing.
Right.
But to be able to advance the sport that has meant so much to all of us, and it's great. I mean, Tom's participation now, but these are individuals who I feel good that the sport is in your hands because you guys get it. And the gravity, and again, when you're just a nugget out there playing, you got no idea, right? I mean, I'm 18 years old. I'm pissed because I got to go double sessions. But what that taught me, what this experience, how thankful I am to have participated in one of the best sports that were ever created, has made me the person I am. And so I just wanted to kind of spend a couple minutes just saying thank you because this sport is under siege, but it will bounce back. Is it safer? Yes, it is safer. And y'all got to face a whole bunch of challenges, but knowing individuals like yourself and Chris and Tom and all you guys, and Steve Hatchell's the best, but knowing kind of it's in those hands, I feel good about the sport.
Well, you're kind for saying that, and yeah, it's the game is. We're trying to make the game safer. You and I both know that as safe as the game is, the attraction of the game is the physicality of the game, right? And the moment that's no longer the case, then it's no longer the game. Where the line that we have to balance, and this is kind of the reckoning. There's the difference between protecting the game and protecting the business model. That is the game. And for me, being intellectually honest means making a distinction between the safety component of the game and the lessons that you and I learned from having played the game versus the business model by which others have been able to profit from putting on the spectacle, for pay. And I don't say that in any pejorative way, but when we're talking to the soccer moms, they don't care about protecting the business model. They care about protecting their children. Right. But all the other people who earn their living, both directly and indirectly, off the preservation of the game, they're a stakeholder at the table as well. And those are cities, those are states, those are colleges, universities, those are high schools. And we got to be honest about how big an input to this nation's economy this game is as well. And having an honest conversation starts with being upfront about what we're trying to protect. And the moment those soccer moms stop allowing their kids to play, the throughput of potential players who can come in like you and I did to populate college campuses, for you going on to the NFL, that begins to dry up. And if you understand business cycles, you know that you got to change their minds, because the moment your inputs stop coming in, your business begins to die, because the quality of the product that you can put on the field begins to wane, and people are going to go turn and watch something else. Right. So being honest about that, I think, is one of the toughest aspects of the National Football Foundation, when so much of football is about rah-rah and promoting the sport, when we know that in addition to health, we're also promoting the business model.